What's the weirdest food combination you've ever tried and surprisingly enjoyed? Honey with a grilled cheese sandwich. The sweetness of the honey pairs really well with the cheese. It is even better when you put in caramelized onions as well. I don't know if that is adventurous enough. Chocolate and cheese. Get a square of decent quality chocolate and put a piece of any nice cheese with a bit of strength to it on top. I tried it with extra mature cheddar and again with Stilton. I kind of laughed at the person who first suggested this to me, but went along with it to humor him. Turns out he was right, the flavors really do complement each other. In Indonesia there's these giant pancakes, many names, terong bulan/martabak/apam balik, with a bunch of different fillings, but cheese and chocolate is a very popular one. It's one of my favorites. The cheese and chocolate melt together when they fold the pancake over. I tell everyone visiting Indonesia or Malaysia to try it. It's never on any of the foods to try lists, but it should be on all of them. I also really like honey and sharp cheddar together on a cracker. This might not be the answer you're technically looking for, but fruits plus hot steamy shower is a great combo. Fruit tastes really good in the shower. My favorite is tangerines, something about it really makes the flavor pop. This is just a pregnant woman looking for snack recommendations, LMAO. I tried and really liked Cheetos hot fries with cream cheese. It's not that strange when you think about it, but it was something I'd have never thought to try. It's really good, and now I always grab some whipped cream cheese to go with my hot fries. A dipping sauce I invented, it's ranch dressing and A1 steak sauce mixed together. Sometimes I'll add barbecue sauce and Tabasco sauce for a little heat. It does not look pretty at all, but it's the best dip for fries, chips, chicken nuggets, jalapeno poppers, mozzarella sticks, etc. Try it, it is really good, just ignore the swampy color. Potato chips and, plain, yogurt. Corn chips and yogurt was even better. Basically, plain yogurt makes an incredible dip. I've also added it to corn flakes and it really wasn't bad. Not bad at all. It was a cheeseburger at a stoner hole-in-the-wall restaurant called the Chong Burger. A cheeseburger with a drizzle of chocolate sauce, maple sugar bacon globbed with some peanut butter and a sweet brioche bun. Surprisingly damn good. Also was stoned. You take regular spaghetti. You pour soy sauce onto it. The salty flavor of the soy sauce mixes pretty well with the spaghetti sauce. IRL, I have gotten a few people to try this, most liked it. Chicken with sour cream. I'm the only person in my family who can cook it, and even my nana asked me for recipe. My mom, who teach me to cook this, cannot do this as good and delirious as I can. Peanut butter and bread and butter pickle sandwiches. A book series I used to read had the protagonist eating these sandwiches all the time, so I tried one. It was actually really good. Wendy's fries dipped in a Frosty. I was about 8 at the time, so I didn't understand the combination of contrasting flavors, textures, and temperatures adding up to something special. I was just trying to gross out my parents. A really good Reuben. I don't like rye bread, I don't really like corned beef. I don't like the dressing, and I like kraut. But put them all together just right? It's the best taste combination ever. Probably not that weird, but tuna, the canned tuna, not fresh, and salt and vinegar chips. My sister made a tuna sandwich once and put salt and vinegar chips on it, jokingly asked her if she was pregnant cause I found it so freaking weird. She said no and made me try it. Now I won't eat a tuna sandwich without salt and vinegar chips, lol. People think banana peppers, pepperoni, and pineapple don't belong together, but they are very much mistaken. Also white flour tortillas rolled up with peanut butter and Nutella inside. You know how it's a usual thing to add chips to your sandwich? I've had peanut butter and jelly with Cheetos during HS years. I can't even understand myself why the combination was appetizing to me. Also would just like to add for fun that my BF used to eat peanut butter and butter sandwiches as a kid. White cheese and honey, like feta for example, go surprisingly well together. You wouldn't think they do since honey is very sweet and white cheeses are very salty, but they do. In Greece there is also a very heated cultural debate between people who insist that watermelon and feta cheese are an amazing combination and those who refuse to believe it. I haven't tried it. Sounds disgusting. I realize this is not uncommon to most people, but I personally thought the JB sushi roll was weird as a young man. Raw fish with rice and cream cheese, with soy sauce and wasabi? Of course it's delicious. There's a restaurant near where I live. It is Chinese people that own/cook, but they offer lots of southern food mixed in with Asian food as well. I go there all the time and get a grilled burger with shrimp fried rice and cheese wonton as the side. Make toast. Butter it. On one slice add peanut butter. On the other add mayo. Sprinkle Parmesan on each side. Slap a slice of American cheese and make it in a sandwich. Smooth peanut butter and raw white onion sandwich on plain white bread. Makes perfect sense if you've ever enjoyed South Asian cuisine with spice and peanut sauce. My white, rural Canadian, boomer dad grew up eating them. Banana and scallop pizza. An Australian Italian pizza bar I frequented had it on their menu board, and one visit, I asked about it, and they told me it was actually good. At my buddies' urging, I ordered it, and found that it was very good indeed. Seriously good. I am not a fan of ketchup, but when we were kids my sister jokingly sprayed ketchup on 3 cookies I was eating. Defiantly, I ate them anyway and the flavor combo was surprisingly good. The cookies were Keebler's soft batch. Jam and hot Cheetos. Just got done eating a toaster strudel, still had the munchies, ate some hot Cheetos, and had an interesting taste in my mouth. Another one is chew juicy fruit gum, and drink a Dr. Thunder, it will taste like cotton candy. Wisconsin-style apple pie, hot slice of pie with melted cheddar cheese on top. A coffee shop in Seattle, long gone, used to serve this, so I tried it on the recommendation of friends. Next to huckleberry pie, best pie ever. Around a decade ago I was dared into eating a fully dressed burger, lettuce, tomato, cheese, pickles, onions, bacon, that had no condiments on it, instead having a small blurb of homemade cookies and cream ice cream on it. I won't lie. It actually slapped pretty hard. I ate 3. Avocado, cream cheese, and some salt sprinkled on them in a warm corn tortilla. Saw my dad making this for himself once as a kid and gave me some to try and I instantly loved it. I dipped cheesy garlic bread in chocolate pudding once and it was incredible. I also spilled Mountain Dew on pepperoni pizza once and that was also way better than it had any right to be. I like peanut butter/mayo fried egg sandwiches. Also hamburgers the same way. Now I see Sonic is advertising peanut butter/bacon burgers. One of these isn't a food, but replacing the milk with apple cider in a bowl of cinnamon toast crunch is really good. Plain yogurt and rice. Ultimate comfort food for me. This is a pretty staple dish in India but it would be considered weird in the States. Fried bologna with Kraft American and flaming hot Cheetos and ketchup as the condiments. A stoner's delight, if you will. I haven't gone out of my way to eat it in a long time but when my sister was pregnant she started craving peanut butter and mayo sandwiches. I can't say I didn't eat a few of those with her. I eat Vienna sausages with Nutella or Ovomaltine. I randomly came up with that combination when I was 7, disgusted my entire family in the process and I've been craving it ever since then. In fact I am eating it right now. Coffee, cocoa powder, cayenne pepper, and sugar, I call it Aztec coffee. Or just coffee and cayenne pepper is good too. I eat sandwiches with only bananas and mayo on regular white bread. We ate them growing up and I still eat them as an adult. Everyone outside of my family thinks they are gross, but they are oh so good. Grilled cheese with jam on it, I saw it on a cooking show where a chef made them by asking random people their favorite cheese and jam, sounded crazy but possibly delicious. It was just cheddar and grape jam but actually rather good. Raspberry preserves and fajita meat. Grocery store worker suggested it to me nearly 3 decades ago and I still remember my mouth just start watering. It was divine. Last night actually I got some summer slaw from my store's deli and some cottage cheese, came home and put some of the slaw and a spoonful of the cottage cheese, added some fresh avocado and some Cajun seasoning and it was actually really good for a light protein snack. Old family holiday dish served as a side or starter, put 1 jar of red currant jelly and most of a container of Golden's mustard in a pot. Stir well, then add a ring of kielbasa cut into slices or a few bags of Lil Smokies, drain liquid, until they are hot. I add a little garlic and paprika, but it's good without. Enjoy. Not as weird as other options on this post, but don't sleep on contrasting very salty foods, e.g. cured meats, with very sweet ones, e.g. jam or honey. Croutons with cheese, Italian pancetta, scrambled eggs, and apricot jam are one of the best appetizers I've thrown together to date. Cured goose breast with honey and pork with orange mustard slap too. Peanut butter and mayo. My stepdad is a hillbilly with West Virginia roots. He made the sandwich and I was repulsed. I tried it because I always said I would try everything once. I was shocked that it was actually pretty good. Cheese and chicken noodle soup. I have no idea why or how it started, but I love eating a few big hunks of cheddar or Colby Jack with my chicken soup. I'll even dip the cheese in for a quick set just to set the flavor combination. Also, I swear by pairing Pinot Grigio with Haribo gummy bears. Watermelon salad with red onions, feta cheese, basil, balsamic reduction, and black pepper. It's a Martha Stewart recipe, and I always wondered how much she had to drink to think that was a good idea. I had 8 White Claws and decided I was ready. It was amazing. When we were younger, my sister and I would spread creamy Skippy peanut butter on a slice of white bread, top it with a slice of Swiss cheese and microwave it for about 10 to 15 seconds, just long enough to soften the cheese. The contrast of the sweet peanut butter and the sharp tang of the cheese was glorious. Pepper on cottage cheese. That's standard for me. I use cracked pepper so the taste stands out. I've also enjoyed pepper on vanilla ice cream, although I don't do that often because I don't tend to eat vanilla ice cream. Nacho cheese Doritos and golden oat Belvita, mashed potatoes and corn, Funyuns and kettle corn, graham crackers with regular cake frosting, peanut butter and strawberry jelly on a biscuit/English muffin, peanut butter and ice cream, and every time I get breakfast I always have to make a sandwich out of it instead of eating everything separately, pancake, egg, sausage sandwich/toast and egg sandwich. And at Thanksgiving/Christmas dinner we make the normal stuff and egg noodles, rolls, mashed potatoes, and corn, and I always make sandwiches lol, noodles, mashed potatoes and corn on the roll. So good lol. Whipped cream, not sweetened, on a cracker with smoked salmon. Add a little bit of lemon. This was actually served at a wedding I went to like 10 years ago and I never came across this appetizer again. It was so good though. Not sure if it's a thing, maybe it's not the weirdest combination, but it's so good. Pasta with jam. If you have leftover cold, plain pasta from the day before, even better. Was a staple of my childhood, though it might be a cultural thing. It was common in my Polish family, but no one I've talked to in Germany has even heard of it, and when I mentioned it to the Italians, I was put in the metaphorical pasta jail.